Did y'all like my little show? Y'all like that? Let me know. Oh, man. Always bringing the character on the show, man. Always bringing the character on the show, y'all. I love it, man. I love bringing the energy. How y'all feeling today, man? I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be here. Got live practice coverage. Not much of a script on today's show. This is something that we've committed to doing here while we have the opportunity. Y'all, please don't laugh. I got food everywhere. I've been working. I've been up since probably like 6 o'clock, trying to get the content done, trying to get some stuff squared away, man. And we're trying to keep our flow here on the Coach Smook Network consistent. So if I look a little tired, it's not because I'm tired, it's because I'm working. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I don't know what's going on with my music. It's not playing right now. But let me just jump in. Southern Red came in and got the first comment of the stream today. That is crazy. My sister just came in here and turned up for her brother. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Southern Red, appreciate you. Make sure y'all liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. You're already in here. We got 21 looking at the screen at the stream right now, 16 on YouTube, 5 on Twitter. This was a random time. We're kind of trying to test to see how we're going to cover practice next week. I think we'll just go after everything, after the post practice reports and everything. But I got a few people planning to come on here and give us their assessment of practice today. But shout out to Southern Red coming on today and dropping the first comment of the stream. Khalil Cooper, appreciate you for pulling up. Bobby Sprinkle pulling up. Man, Bobby, how you been, man? I ain't see you in a while, buddy. Good to see you. My guy, Coach Carl in the chat. Greg McKinney. I almost called you George. Greg McKinney in the chat. Clint Howard, how you feeling today? Bino, my big dog. Big dog, Bino. What's good, brother? How you feeling? Popping off with the AAA emojis going crazy. Listen, Bama fan, my boy K-Dog is in the building. Kimberly, my big sister. I think I'm older than Kimberly, my little sister. Trapreneur Podcast is in the building. Antoine, what's good, man? He about to be busy starting next week, I believe, or is it this Friday? My boy going to be doing, live commentating for the high school football games, man. So be looking out for my boy doing his thing in Alabama. Greg, what's good, my guy? Who else we got in here, man? Who else we got? The Kinesis, what's good, Kinesis? You missed it out. You missed out yesterday, man. We didn't see you in here yesterday. Where you was? We had a good show yesterday. I think did we have 1 or 2 shows yesterday, chat? I can't remember. We had 1 show. We didn't go live yesterday morning. But we had a good show last night. A lot of energy, a lot of pizzazz, a lot of all of that. You know what I'm saying? KT, what's good? She's in training, y'all. She's stuck. She's in jail. Job to jail. Dwight, my boy. A good day to be alive. Football is in the air. Yes, it smelled like fall this morning, and then it quickly turned back into hell. I mean, it's hot, y'all. Coach Smook, I've been good, my brother. That's what's up, my boy Bobby Sprinkle. Y'all, today, I just want to give a special shout out, y'all, to our sponsors, man. This is something that I got to do at the beginning. This is kind of like a cut that I'm going to do, but shout out to our sponsors, man. Diamond Sports Group, a youth sports group. They based out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Not based out of, but the CEO, Carlton Spivey, and his training facility, his organization, they provide specialized training for high school athletes, youth athletes. I think from ages 6 to 18. I think they do training, and they do specialized training for their college athletes that come back and train with them. But they actually have a workout this Sunday coming up. And I will be on the scene, getting some clips and kind of introducing y'all to the type of content that y'all are going to start seeing during the week on the Coach Smook Network, including our college football coverage. But shout out to Diamond Sports Group, The Lab, and Phoenix City. Also, there are 2 teams, 2 nationally ranked teams that compete, the D1 Savage Elite. These young men are just straight savage dogs on the field, man. Some of the players that you see getting recruited right now came through this organization, and we're blessed and privileged to partner and cover them. Shout out to the Twin City Outlaws, 11U national champs, 2 years running. This organization is developing some stud athletes. You're going to see a lot of these kids, 4-star, 5-star kids, and here in the next coming 4 or 5 years. I'm telling y'all. So shout out to them. And then also my alma mater, D1 Savage, we already talked about that. But then my alma mater, Russell County, the Russell County Warriors, we are collabing with them, covering their middle school team, traveling with them, getting y'all the behind the scenes of a program that I believe is on the up, on the rise. A lot of their kids, man, a lot of these kids are going camps already and they're starting to get looks. Russell County is starting to turn it around. And this is kind of like the driving force behind our under the radar agenda, bringing exposure to the little guys. And they kind of fall in that category. But shout out to all those organizations for partnering with Coach Smook Network and becoming sponsors of the network, man. Before we get into our show today, y'all know how we started off, man. I just wanted to come in and welcome y'all in. What's up, everybody? I see y'all in here, my guy, Jordan Wright. Man, listen, Jordan, how is band camp? Are you going to be able to call today? Am I going to be able to call you today, Jordan? If so, send me a message on Discord. Give me your number on Discord. I want to call. We want to do an interview. Let me know how band camp is, fall band camp is for you right now. Y'all, Jordan Wright is actually right now, he's training and getting ready for the season. He's in the $1 Million Band, the Alabama band. So y'all continue to pray for Jordan. Man, stay hydrated out there, Jordan. Stay hydrated out there, little bro. I think he's in the brass section. Y'all see he got a trumpet in the picture. But yeah, man, y'all stay hydrated, my boy. We ready to cheer you on. Just think about that, y'all. When we go to these Bama games now, we got a member of the AAA family that's actually out there on the field performing. That's going to be pretty cool to support my brother doing this thing. So go ahead, Jordan. Jordan said Jordan got him hitting them 90s, man. Listen, that bruh. Look, I'm not built. I'm built for it. I can deal with it, but Lord have mercy. Nah. That's Lord have mercy. That's heat, man. And then you, exerting extra oxygen. Nah. But we're going to dive into some of the talks from practice reports today, man. Got some people coming on speaking about some of the things that they evaluate. We got the one and only Rodney Orr, of Tide Insider. He'll be jumping on. And then you also got Kennington Smith III from The Athletic. We'll be getting him on the phone line. So y'all stay tuned, man. We got some good stuff coming on today here on the Coach Smook Network. But before we get into it, take an opportunity to become a member of the AAA family, y'all. Really do check it out, man. We got some great things going. When you become a member, you get access, you get inside scoops on upcoming events, which is a lot of events happening with the Coach Smook Network. And then also, as members of the community, when you subscribe, when you become a member of the channel, become a member of the AAA family, you get preferred rates. You get preferred rates when we do our events. So you support monthly. You might get special ticket prices for the next events, or you might get called to be a part of the VIP group to go to a CSN representation event or something, a hosted event. So definitely think about supporting, but you also get access to the behind the scenes work of our content on certain levels. We're actually working on a documentary. I think y'all gonna enjoy it. And it's going to be an evolving documentary. It's going to be not one that's produced over time. At one point, it's going to be produced over time. I think it's time to start sharing the back side of this journey, because we won't see those days ever again. Somebody in the chat say, I won't see those days ever again. Say it for yourself. Some of y'all done came through some tough times these past few months, these past few years. I'm just letting y'all know, if you're truly in a space where you're ready to bet on yourself and trust God with everything that you got going on, I'm telling you, you won't see those days again. You just got to stay consistent, stay focused. Tests and trials gonna come, but you're gonna make it through it. So let's jump into it, y'all. Here we go. What I said, we're gonna do the welcome. So if you want to become a member of the AAA family, this is how you do it. Here you go. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Yeah. So once you go and think about doing that, y'all check out our merch line, man. Y'all go check out the merch line. If y'all haven't got your merch, I'm telling you, you're missing out. We got a special spotting too. Y'all check this out. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man.
It's here. Authenticity above all. AAA family. Coach Smook. You know what it is. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Get that merch, man. Get that merch.
Yeah, shout out to the dude, Dwight, man. Sent his video earlier, Dwight, with the merch, man. Y'all better go and get it. I'm telling you, it is getting, orders are going out like crazy. I did not expect this. I just want to honestly just thank y'all so much for the support with supporting the merch. I would have missed out on this opportunity if I had not listened to my community, and I really appreciate y'all for supporting. Every day I get to see the order notifications come through, and every day for the past 4 or 5 days there has been an order made. So thank you all for supporting, and I want y'all to be on the lookout. We have our red letter lineup out right now, but we'll be coming with the white letter lineup. The white letter lineup is going to be coming out too. And we got some special edition things, some special designs being made, submitted by community. But we got a special one for the ladies. We got a special ladies lineup. And shout out to yours truly, Miss KT, Boss Lady KT. She's going to be heading up some of the designs, the graphic designs on those. So, and that's more in her lane. She deals a lot with fashion. So she's excited to be able to step into that role to assist the Coach Smook Network. But y'all excited today. Thank y'all for putting it. Hey, Coach Carl, we got the phone lines. We're going to be opening them up soon, man. We're going to be opening them up soon. Right after we get our phone calls in with two personnel that are trusted sources that I'm going to continue to trust. And they've been very accurate. I have the privilege. I've had the privilege of serving next to him, covering the team next to him, and we've kind of bounced our insight and our questions or information that we were looking for. We've kind of been able to resource off of each other, and so we'll be having Kenny Smith III from The Athletic. He'll be coming on here in about 10 minutes. We're about to get ready to call him. And then after Kenny Smith III comes on, we'll be having Rodney Orr of Tide Insider. He'll be pulling up. And y'all know I don't usually do the major publications, right? But Rodney Orr is not a major publication personality. I'm going to tell you that right now. Personally, I know this gentleman. He does his work. He is one of those, he's not going to write unless he knows. And when he does speculative writing, it's so unbiased that you can't fault him for asking the questions that are being asked. And so when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to evaluating the team, giving us good insight of what he saw, that's a source that I could trust. So when I tell y'all to go and check these people out and read their sources, it's a reason why. It's a reason why. And I have, everybody got their connections and all this stuff, but these are two public resources that I think everybody should take advantage of. Just like I took advantage of Chick-fil-A. I'm looking for a sponsor, y'all. Chick-fil-A, macaroni and cheese with the bacon on top. Yep. Bustin', show live. Y'all know your boy gotta eat. Your boy gotta eat. But that was lunch for today. How y'all feeling today, man? I see everybody in the chat pulling up. Carl, I see you. I see you, sister. It's a blessing to see how you all are supporting my brother, man. I thank God he's blessed to Smook. No, bro, hey, Carl, you know what? I thank God too, bro. For real. I really appreciate all the support, man. A lot of people, they forget. They forget, like, where you come from. This is a community network, man. I wish I could share some of the clips from the meeting we had the other night. It was so productive, but also it felt good, man. It felt good. And we were having like many visions, seeing ourselves in the future, handling bigger projects and bigger opportunities for the network. And the team it felt like a real executive team, man. And I just want to tell everybody from Carla on down to, and it's not saying anybody's lesson, but we have a org chart. Carla on down to the team, the TLs of the moderator in the chat. Like, I appreciate you for what you've committed to doing to help the network grow. So with that being said, okay. Let me see. All right, y'all. So we got Kenny Lloyd Smith getting ready to come on. I'm gonna go ahead and prep that in the back. This is why I need a producer. Y'all, if anybody trying to help your boy produce, go ahead and drop in that chat for your boy, cause we can definitely use the help here at the Coach Smook Network. We're and I know I miss Marquita so much because she was enjoying producing the show. She was doing such a great job. But regular work calls, that's why we're trying to work hard. So when we have opportunities like this, you don't have to sacrifice your way of living, you know what I'm saying? To support, and we can compensate you and take care of you. So that's the plan, man. We're growing in that direction. So somebody said big back. yeah, we definitely got big back season right here for your boy Coach Smook. But yeah, let me go ahead and see if I can get Kenny on now. Pretty sure I could get him on now. And then let me see, what do we do? How do we go to this? Let me see. All right, so what I'll do is I'll run some B-roll, I'll run some footage in the front, and then we'll go to the phone lines, right? And get Kenny on, and then we'll go from there. All right. So check out some of this footage from the previous practices, and we'll be back, y'all. got four fingers for real. All right, everybody, we back. We are back. So, coming to the stage, we got on the phone line here in the background, bringing us some insight on today's practice and what he's evaluated up until now with Alabama and their fall practice. Some of the guys that we've been wanting to know about, we'll be able to talk to him. He's going to give us some insight on it. But without further ado, y'all, not here for a long time, but here for a good time. My brother, Kenny Smith, the third of the Athletic, man. Let me get him on. Kenny, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat, can y'all hear Kenny on the phone? Let me know if y'all can hear my brother. How you feeling today, bro?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, man. It's a beautiful day in Tuscaloosa, man. The sun is out. We're here at practice. Appreciate the board for letting us come in and see a little bit this fall camp. It's definitely helping us out in terms of evaluating where the roster is at. So can't complain. It was a good practice period. We just wrapped up interviews and it was some high energy. Got a chance to talk to some guys for the first time. LT Overton was one of them. So good time. And obviously we're all looking forward to the start of the season.
100%. I know today you had access to the defensive players and coaches post interview. Am I correct?
Yeah. We had Kane Womack, Freddie Roach, Mo Linquist, Jaheim Otis, and LT Overton, and Deontay Lawson. Okay, so me and you, we always ran into each other during that time during the spring. We see like we had the same idea of who'd you talk to today? Yeah, I was mainly with Freddie Roach and Mo Linquist. Like, I definitely like to talk to the position coaches. I think they definitely can give you a little bit more direct insight into specifically this player or that player. So I generally gravitate more towards the position coaches.
Okay. And definitely Freddie Roach. Give us some insight about the evaluation of the defensive line, because everything that we've kind of been talking about, but even before today, I've been talking with other reporters. The defensive line looks poised to be probably the most effective group on the team this season. What's your evaluation, and what are some things that Freddie Roach alluded to during today's interview time period?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's really just pleased with the development in the room. I think if we're talking about playable depth, like just how many guys they could put out there for 10 plus snaps a game, the defensive line has to lead the team in the most playable amount of guys. I think he was very complimentary of a couple guys that are younger, maybe a little bit further down the depth chart that are going to play roles this year. James Smith is one of them. He's somebody that's definitely garnered a lot of acclaim in recent availabilities as somebody who can win one-on-one and affect the pocket. Damon Payne Jr. was a guy that he brought up as somebody who's playing with a lot of confidence and is going to play a role. And then Jaheim Otis, who is, finally healthy. Last year in spring was kind of derailed by injuries, but he's been fully healthy and a full go in fall camp. He's been pleased with him as well. We know that they have some other veterans that are going to do the thing also. So seems like the defensive line is in a really good spot. And I think that's really going to be critical in Kane's defense because inherently he doesn't like to blitz a lot. So This is a defense that's going to rely heavily on that four to get pressure on the quarterback. And it looks like those guys are starting to affect the pocket as fall camp continues.
100%, man. And in turn, with that much talent and depth, that leads me to feel like that our offensive line, that first group, that first five, is being challenged at a level that we probably haven't seen them be challenged in recent years, which Intel should prepare us to be in a better position offensively. So it works both hand in hand. We've heard about the defensive line having a lot more positive reps than negative reps when it comes to comparing different areas of the team. So that's great to hear, man. You said Mo Linquist was available. Did you get to speak with him today?
Yeah. He always brings the energy. I think you're going to enjoy interacting with him as the season goes on. He definitely brings it every time.
Okay. Any players he highlight in particular today? And I know we've been hearing about a lot about a lot of the young guys in the secondary, actually showing up. Xavier Brown, You know, his little injury on his hand didn't keep him from being able to perform and put on a nice performance during the scrimmage. But some other guys, did he key in on any guys in particular?
Yeah, he was very complimentary of Deshaun Jones. He said that they felt like at this point they batted solid contact, like a baseball analogy. Like they were looking for somebody that they could insert into the room in the spring window that could come in, have experience, and be able to add to the room. And they felt like they hit with Deshaun Jones. They said he's just kind of somebody who's a little unassuming, somebody who just kind of come in, does his work, makes plays, but obviously has that experience that can push the room. So while there's a lot of focus obviously on Xavier Brown, Jalen Mbakwe is somebody who continuously is getting a lot of praise as well. We'll get to him in a second, but he said Deshaun Jones is somebody who has impressed him, somebody who's going to play a role this fall, someone who's making plays and playing with confidence, which you would expect him to. He's somebody who started for multiple years at the P5 level, so him kind of coming in and learning a defense on the fly hasn't been too big of a challenge for him, and he's going to be a factor in this competition.
100%. And you said Jalen Mbakwe. That is somebody that I've been very high on as the dark horse to find his way on the field, whether it's special teams, whether it's some way you have to get that type of athleticism and that type of skill set on the field to create an impact. Preferably me personally as a coach, I'm throwing a guy like that who was thought to be raw in far as his defensive back skills, thought to be raw, but has shown a lot of improvement. Can you expound on that?
Yeah, this was to me the note of the day. Kane Womack said that Jalen Mbakwe will have a role on the team this fall.
Wow.
That to me was like a wow type of moment. He said, for somebody to come in who pretty much has not played cornerback in high school the way that other players have, like he was a quarterback, as we know, he said he took strides in the spring, and from his impression, took his game to a completely different level in the summer. And
right.
He said we're at this point in the fall to where we feel like he is going to play a role for us this fall. And I thought that was huge because we're not talking about a role. They didn't ask him about Jalen Mbakwe returning kicks or punts.
Okay.
We're talking about him on defense. And he said he's going to play a role for us. Now, does that mean he's going to start or play a lot of snaps? Maybe not. But if a cornerback goes down, who's to say he's not the top cornerback coming in or somebody who's going to fill a role? Last year, there were a lot of DB injuries. They had to kind of move guys around at different spots. A lot of guys were called on to fill spot roles, and it feels like he's going to be in line for an opportunity like that. So the fact that they feel confident enough to put him on the field in some capacity on defense this fall, to me, was the most notable part of the day.
That is not crazy to hear. That is not. And I think not last season, in the spring, I was just more impressed about his physical growth. The young man showed up to Bama campus and put on like 9 pounds in a matter of 3 weeks. 9 pounds of just muscle in a matter of 3 weeks. And his speed on the field during the drills, just his execution, his attention to details. We knew he had to have it to excel at the level he did at the high school level in that region of football, to go and display the type of skill set he displayed as a quarterback in a transition, like you said, that is huge. And then also, it also solidifies another thing, Kenny, something that we were worried about as a fan base. Would we have quality depth with so many young guys and having to go to the portal, getting guys in late, not being able to have those guys in spring? And I told people, count on the fact that this scheme is so simple that guys will be so confident that they will want to fly around. And I think guys who are just naturally uberly talented, generational talents, are going to thrive under this staff because of the schemes and the systems that are being implemented and set in place, which is going to affect recruiting. Anything else you got for us, Kenny?
Yeah, just to expound on that point, Kane Womack was asked specifically about if younger players are able to pick up the scheme, and he said that they've actually intentionally developed a plan to where younger players can get on the field faster.
Yeah.
So when you talk about that's going to help in recruiting, that's going to help get guys on the field faster, that's going to help with depth. They have already, as a coaching staff, pinpointed that and said, okay, we need to develop a plan to where we can kind of get these guys on the field faster. And then Mo Linkwith had a quote where he said about the cornerback room that they're in a healthy place right now. He said, we're playing with more confidence and we're in a healthy place. He said, obviously we have work to do, but we're in a good spot right now and we have uber talented guys. They just haven't played yet. So when you hear that midway through fall camp that a coach feels like the DB room is in a healthy place, and that is probably unquestionably the biggest question mark on the team, that should give the fan base a lot of confidence.
And this is the thing. I want our fan base to understand one thing. If our secondary is losing 60% of the plays against our offense, this offensive scheme, I am confident. 60%. If they could win 40, 45, 50% of the plays thrown at them in this scheme against this offense, not many teams are going to run this offense and be able to be effective as this offense is, because they don't possess the skill sets. Being at a disadvantage as a defense during fall camp, during practice, that's typically a good thing. That's typically a good thing. When you're at a disadvantage and you can still compete, keep it competitive, that's a good thing. That puts our team in a prime position to just go out and dominate early in the season, set the tone. I know there's a new energy around it, Kenny. And this is not necessarily something that you can expound on just, by evaluation, but just personally speaking, the environment there. And we always highlighted this during spring ball, just the energy. What's the status now, being there now? We're 2 weeks into fall camp. We're a week, away from actual week prep, game prep. What's the energy around the locker room right now?
Yeah, I just feel like it's just high energy, good vibes. I think something that we've heard Kalen DeBoer talk about, and something that we're actually getting a chance to see when we view these practices, is allowing the players to have some fun, but understanding that like the work is still the work. So like one example that I can give of that is like, they play music at practice now. A lot of it is old school. So like you're playing like Get Down on it and stuff like that. You see Q Robinson, you see Keanu Cook, you see guys, just kind of having a good time dancing and stuff. And then the next second they're locked in on a drill and they're going through the work. So it's like you kind of get to see a little bit of balance of guys, being a little bit looser and having a good time, but you don't see like it affecting the practice. Like when Freddie Roach and Christian Robinson come over, they're like, all right, let's lock in, let's do this drill. They're fully locked in on the drill. And then it's like, okay, when they have a little downtime, you start to see them maybe just be a little bit looser and kind of having some fun. So I think they're kind of striking that balance. Obviously, we'll see what happens when the season starts, but you can definitely feel the chemistry going. You can definitely see the looseness in the team. And I think when you have a young team like that, it's definitely going to just kind of help. And it kind of, makes fall camp a little bit easier in that regard. So I feel like the vibes are good right now, and we'll just kind of see how it carries over to week one.
Man, Skinny Kenny, brother, I appreciate you for coming on, man, and taking time to share your insight, man. Just confirming everything. And everybody, take a moment to go check Kenny out on Twitter. At Skinny, is it Skinny Kenny underscore or underscore?
Yeah, Skinny Kenny underscore.
Okay, y'all go check him out, man. He's providing up-to-date tweets and things that's happening at practice, highlights, things that he's seeing. And he's also one of my contacts. When I hear things, I confirm before I start talking on and speaking on it. He's been very reliable. So check him out on The Athletic. Y'all go follow him. He is one of the writers there. And if you have not been reading his latest releases, you're missing out on some engaging write-ups and some things to think about when evaluating this Alabama football team this season. But Kenny, thank you for joining, man. And as always, brother, you the GOAT, man. You the GOAT.
Nah, I appreciate it. The baby GOAT compared to you. So I appreciate you for having me on, and just let me know when you want to chop it up again.
Oh, hey, anytime, bro. Anytime. I'll be hitting you up.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all have a good one.
You too, brother. Yo, shout out to my guy, Kenny Lloyd Smith, for putting up with the Coach Smook Network, sharing his insight on the practice. Y'all, as we get ready to go into this quick commercial break to check out the merch commercial. Y'all, when we come back, I want y'all to give it up for this Tide Insider. He's been covering Alabama for a long time, y'all. I mean, a long time. So when he comes on, whenever he gives us time to talk about some of his takes from today's practice and some of the things that he's evaluating here in this fall season, this fall camp, we definitely want to take a listen. We got Rodney Orr up next on the phone line right after this promo to go check out the Coach Smook merch, but also to thank all of our AAA members that are currently supporting the network. This is for y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all. And continue to support. If you haven't supported, think about supporting. Here you go. Welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook, it will be preferred. And we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA SOS. Did somebody say, put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below.
Is he
Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man.
Is here. Authenticity above all. AAA family. Coach Smook. You know what it is. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Get that merch, man. Get that merch.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Dwight again. We got a merch spot in the family. Make sure y'all submit your videos. When y'all get y'all merch, make sure y'all submit y'all videos. I want to recognize everybody. We had Vaughn. Y'all see Zach and Vaughn in the commercial now. We're going to keep updating it. You know, this is a community-driven network. But without further ado, y'all, we got a special guest coming on right now. We got him on the phone line. We got the one and only, man. When I talk about insight, you know, following reliable resources when it comes to recruiting, Alabama recruiting, and also just coverage of the team and evaluation of what's happening on the field. This is a gentleman that I am excited to have a connection with. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Rodney Orr of Tide Insider. Rodney, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you really well. Luke, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
Hey, it's been hot out here. These morning practices, for anyone that thinks that Alabama's going to be a soft football team for practicing in the mornings, I've got another thing for you. And it's, let me tell you, it's been hot, it's been humid, it's been rough, and it's been really intense on the practice field.
I tell you what, I heard a few stories from Saturday scrimmage, and I tell you, I saw the amount of cups and amount of hydration sources that was sitting next to those players during that interview. I mean, not interview, the autograph session. So I could just imagine. And even when you look at the practice clips, Rodney, these guys aren't out there casually going through these drills, and even the support staff that's out there. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a breezy morning out there. It looks like it's work time. But man, Rodney, I mean, just where do you want to start, man? It's just been so much confirmation happening from our speculations from spring ball just the reports coming from the staff, players, some of the things that you're seeing. Just open up and tell us what you've been evaluating, being that you've been there viewing the practices.
Well, first of all, let's be clear, because I know you've experienced this too, so you understand this. But just for those listening, we're limited to roughly 20 minutes. I think today we may have even had 15 minutes of practice, and it's not every day. We've had, I think this was practice number 6 or something, where we've had an observation period. I can't remember.
Yeah, number
Somewhere
6.
in there. So, yeah. So we really haven't had, this great opportunity to sit there and just watch everything. But it's been a really good opportunity. I think you can find some things, see some things. You can really look at this team, and you can tell first and foremost that David Ballou, the strength and conditioning coordinator, and his staff have done a fantastic job of developing this team physically since the spring till now. I mean, it's been pretty amazing. It's not that Coach, obviously David Ballou was here under Coach Saban, so it's not that necessarily that they weren't doing the job then. But it's just how they've taken this group and taken them to another level over the course of the last few months. I think they look really good. I do a on the hoof report after every practice, where I basically just give observations and things that we can pick up on. But on the hoof, Smook, this team looks really, really good,
Right.
physically. And I'm talking about at every position. Again, how does that translate to the field? Once August 31st gets here and we move into the season, that remains to be seen. But I'm really excited about the vibe that you pick
Yes.
up from this team. I think that they relate extremely well to all this coaching staff, to Coach DeBoer on down to the assistants and so forth. I think it's just right now, it just the vibe, the chemistry seems to be really, really good.
Right. And that's another thing I wanted your assessment on. And I know that was something that me and you would talk about, just particularly the vibe from the staff, just the environment that they breed, that they create with their energy and their response to the players, the confidence in what they're doing. If you had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I asked my chat this yesterday about the secondary and the staff, being confident and relying on the young guys to come in and be effective. How effective do you think this coaching style is going to be going forward with this team and this new era of Alabama football? The foundational characteristics that they're setting in place. How do you think this is going to fare going forward, especially this year after this major transition from Coach Saban?
Right. Yeah, you're right. I think, like when Saban got here in 2007, it was exactly what the program needed. I mean, they needed structure. And they always need structure. They still need structure. It's just a different way of doing it. And Coach Saban was perfect for his time, for his 17 years. And things are changing now. Kids are different now. Things have changed over the last few years. You got the NIL, you got the portal. And I think it's really important how this coaching staff, starting with Coach DeBoer, they relate to the players extremely well.
Right.
I think he's right for this time in that way. That's what I really feel like. I think the coaching staff's really positive with the players. I think that's why you saw a lot of the players that considered leaving, they stayed. I think
Right.
you saw with Ryan Williams, for example, when he decommits an hour after Coach Saban announces he's leaving, and 15 days later, he's back in the fold,
Yes.
right? Because I think it's, again, I think the way the staff relates to the players in an extremely positive way has been really good. And I think so you asked me 1 to 10, I don't know how to put a number on it, but I would say it's right there at the top.
Okay. And that's just a testament to Kalen DeBoer and what's followed him his whole head coaching career on the collegiate
Exactly.
level. And when you have consistency like that, your character, one, as a coach, your character matters first and foremost.
Mhm.
And in a day and age where everything is out there for exposure, you can go and find
Right.
just about anything you want to find about any public personality, anybody that's has a name of any type of importance. You can go and find something, and you won't find anything about Kalen DeBoer. But the fact that when it comes to college, being a college football coach, he knows how to win. And I'm glad to have that here at the University of Alabama. Today we had staff and players available. anybody in particular that you gravitated to? Any or particular questions, players, things that were asked or responses that caught your attention that you feel like that should be highlighted amongst the fan base?
Honestly, that's a good question. Happens to be perfect. I'll quote, and I won't paraphrase if you don't mind. I mean, because I give you the full effect if you want me to.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You know that's how we do it over here.
Yeah, and again, all due respect to those. I mean, I'm just going to repeat what Coach Womack said to us. He said he was talking about LT Overton, the transfer from defensive lineman from Texas A&M, who of course came in. He was the number 1 player in the country a couple of 3 years ago. He reclassified, was still a top 10 player, went to A&M, now transferred here. I think he's a huge addition, had a great scrimmage on Saturday.
Yes.
I know my sources told me that he had at least 3 sacks. At least
I know one for sure, Rodney. They say he had whooped Caden Proctor for like 4 reps in a row at one point. They said he was.
Yeah, he was dominant. The people I talked to, Smook, said he was dominant on Saturday.
Oh.
And, Coach Womack, the defensive coordinator today, said, he's a 280-pound ass kicker. I mean, you don't get that much straightforward talk from a coach for the most part. But he certainly said that today about, LT Overton said that he and Jamarian Latham were both perfect sizes for that bandit position, which is kind of a defensive end type. He's 280. And, afterwards, of course, LT was in there, and LT was talking about the differences between this defense now he's going to be playing in versus what he was in Texas A&M. And he was really talked about, at A&M, they had him splitting. The way he phrased it was 50-50. He would drop into coverage from his position instead of playing down and rushing the passer, which they kind of spent time doing that. And he said here he's going to have many, many more opportunities to rush the passer and display his pass rushing skill. And he's really versatile. He's a guy that can turn speed into power very quickly.
Yes.
He talked about he had all the moves that he uses because he catches people off guard because he's quick, but at the same time he'll hit them with power. Sometimes too. So anyway, he's a big addition, and I think the defensive line as a whole, I'm really impressed with what I've seen from them so far.
And it's crazy that you kind of alluded to the defensive line, because I was just on with Kenny Smith of the Athletic, and that was a highlight of the conversation. How deeply talent, the depth of talent for the defensive line, but not just the defensive line, the linebacker room. I've been hearing so much great stuff about Quay Russaw, about the young guys, Noah Carter and Caden Jones and Justin O and Sterling Dixon, all out there making plays, with their opportunities that they're given. Guys, not scared to step up and be, first team guys or fill in for first team. Guys are just ready and they're learning. They're eager to learn. Any guys in that linebacker room kind of stood out to you today? Or did you get to speak with anybody from the linebacker room today?
Not today, but, overall, like you said, Jihad Campbell, obviously inside with Deontay, but, they're also Justin Jefferson, who, I mean, on the hoof, I think he's gained about 15 pounds of solid muscle.
Yeah.
And it really shows. He's got extraordinary speed. I remember his junior college coach telling me he clocked him multiple times at 4.3, 4.39. Yeah. So he's got really good speed. He's thickened up. I think this system's going to help him. I think you're going to see he and those other two, Lawson and Campbell, in the game at the same time. On some occasions, one of those guys, Jefferson or Campbell, might be on the outside coming after the passer. They can do it in different ways.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget, and we've mentioned this on TighterInsider.com many times, and Womack mentioned it today, that when Campbell came in, he was considered a five-star outside linebacker.
Yeah, edge rusher.
So he's made that transition. So anyway, with all that said, really impressed with those guys. You mentioned Russaw. I mean, he's a man. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of ability. Needs to continue to, consistency. His teammate, by the way, James Smith, is really good too on the defensive line.
Yes,
his former high school teammate at Carver.
Yeah.
So Yeah, no, I think those backers, Keanu Coote, Quandarius Robinson, they've both been around a while. You mentioned Noah Carter, a lot of talent, true freshman, Jay Sean Ross,
Yeah.
Johannes Pierre. I mean, you could go on and on and on. There's a long list of guys.
And I mean that's just a testament to what this university, the brand, the logo itself, that script A,
Yeah.
it does. It just attracts that type of quality. And I just love what I've seen just from a parent standpoint, what this team looks like. This team looks fit. They look like they're ready to go out and be physical. This looks like it's a team that can handle 4 quarters of if we got to run the ball for 4 quarters. This looks like a team that could get up and down the field if they decide to turn it up a notch. So I'm excited to get to it. Rodney, anything in particular that you kind of want to highlight before I let you off? I know you got a lot of things to get to today, busy day. Anything you want to highlight that you feel like the Bama Nation should be prepared for when it comes to expectations for whether it's production or what something's supposed to look like? Give us an overall synopsis of your current evaluation up until this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably start, on offense and just say, I think this offensive line, they're going to get that right tackle spot settled. Right now, I think Wilkin Formby's probably got a little bit of an edge there above Elijah Pritchett, but Pritchett's extremely talented. It's consistency there with him. But I think the offensive line's going to develop, which allows you to do a lot of different things. I think the tight ends are going to surprise some people. Josh Cuevas and C.J. Dupree both had big scrimmages in that first scrimmage. There's other guys at that position, whether it's Danny Lewis. I like Danny Lewis, Robbie Oots, Ty Lockwood. I even like the freshman Jay Lindsey physically. Yeah. He looks fabulous on the hoof.
Yes.
The wide receiver room is really, and I know this kind of is positive, but if I had major concerns, I would express those. But I just look at the wide receiver room, and I think you have some guys waiting to bust out. Ryan Williams, I think he is the real deal.
Yeah.
I think he reminds me a lot of Devontae Smith. We talked about Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, Caleb Odom, another true freshman. You saw the catch he made the other day.
Yes.
I'll tell you a guy to keep an eye on. Cole Adams has done really, really well. He's had a great camp. He's doing everything right, the little things. So watch out for Cole Adams. I think may have a niche here. Jeremy Bernard, of course, the transfer. Emmanuel Henderson's still here, and he's a great athlete.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of numbers. But I think the group overall there, and then the defensive line, excited to see them because I think they have a chance to be really, really good. We talked about the linebackers. The one question is the corners. There's a lot of talent there, a lot of former 5-star guys. You got 4 former 5-stars. You got Damani Jackson. You got the 3 true freshmen that were here in the spring.
Yes.
All 3 of those guys are flashing. You've got Deshaun Jones here now from Wake Forest. He's looked good. I really like Keon Sabb and Malachi Moore at safety. And then Devontae Smith. I've always been a big Devontae Smith fan. He's at Husky. Red Morgan's right there with him.
Yeah.
Those guys are impressive. So I see a lot of really positive things. I do understand that the inexperience at corner, could be something that, they have some issues at times. And I think the depth on the offensive line, too, is something that they got 5 or 6, maybe 7 guys right now. Hopefully some of those other guys develop. But, I think there's a lot of positives, man. And I think when you combine all of those things, the talent that they have, the positive things that they have going, athletes that they have with this coaching staff, I think they've got a chance to be really, really good. I'm excited to see, how it all translates to the field.
100%, Rodney. Well, Rodney, I know that you just as excited as I am for the upcoming season. Predictions going into Western Kentucky, man. Like what does Western Kentucky look like, that game in itself, for this Crimson Tide team, man?
Yeah, Gary Harris, who does my TV show, we've been doing Tighter and Tighter TV live throughout most of the state of Alabama for 25 years. And I was talking to him the other day, and he reminded me the quarterback that was at Auburn, Finley, TJ Finley, is now the quarterback. Did you know that? Were you familiar with that?
Yeah.
It seems like he's been around 100 years.
And it's crazy.
He's been to every school.
He was in quarterback. He was at Auburn when Bo Nix was there.
Yeah,
that's
and
crazy.
Remember, he started at LSU.
Yeah,
he actually started at LSU. So
Wow.
he's been around. The guy's a good player, and he's going to bring something with him for sure. But when you just look at the schedule, I think it's a good start with having Western Kentucky, then South Florida, and then all of a sudden you take that next step. You go to Kalen DeBoer's first road trip, going to Wisconsin. That's an early morning game. Could be tricky because Fickle's a really good defensive coach, but that'll be a great opportunity for them to take the next step.
Yes.
And then you have the off week, and then you wrap up September with Georgia coming to town. It's going to be real interesting. If Alabama gets through that first month unscathed, watch out.
Watch out.
Every week's tough. Every week is tough. And I'll leave you on this one because I know you got to go. But Smook, here's the thing people got to understand. And this is going to be the first time Kalen DeBoer's experienced it. And I think Sark's going to have a hard time adjusting to the week-to-week grind in the SEC.
Yes.
You look at Texas last year, they beat Alabama. They didn't have to play anybody for a month, And that week-to-week grind now in the SEC is going to be really tough. Yeah. It's going to be really tough.
Yeah. And I think if you look at the staff, I think that's what went into the type of staff that Kalen DeBoer hired. He knew how much that grind was, and now he has a staff full of on the defensive side, the side of the ball where you really got to be sharp on. You really want to be sharp. If you don't be prepared anywhere else on the field, you want your defense to be able to hold in the SEC. And he goes out and he gets 3 former coaches on that side of the ball. All of them have some defensive coordinator experience. No coach on that side of the ball has not called a defense except for, I believe, Freddie Roach. Christian Robinson was a defensive coordinator or assistant defensive coordinator. So, and you got Freddie Roach with the extensive experience, man. This is a staff that should be able to handle the workload, especially with Kalen DeBoer's, his leadership style and how he doesn't micromanage his guys, kind of allows them the system to hold itself accountable. That's one thing that I love about this staff. So I'm excited, Rodney. I'm very excited. I'm glad to be able to have this connection with you, brother. Man, tell the people where they can find your work, man.
Yeah. Well, TighterInsider.com. Of course, we've been around for nearly 30 years now at TighterInsider.com. It's only $48 a year if you're an Alabama fan. You can get instant access with your credit card if you prefer. There is an address there. Send a check. Gives you all our premium information, which a lot of it's kind of the stuff we've talked about here, but also our All Sports Forum. That's our community there of Alabama fans. It's really going to pick up here, once the season gets going. It gets wild on Saturdays, trust me. But we've got a great group. We've got a great big community that really there's a lot of very connected posters there. We've got that, and our TV show airs tonight throughout most of the state of Alabama. Tighter Insider TV from the WVUA studios, and it's located inside Bryant-Denny Stadium, by the way, state-of-the-art TV station there.
Yeah.
But they can also watch the show, Smook. They can come to TighterInsider.com. We'll have it posted there on the front page around 8:30 or 9 tonight, so they can watch it there if they'd like.
For sure, man. And we always gonna support, man. We always gonna rock. Like I said, y'all, this Rodney was one of the guys that kind of went out his way to speak to me the first day. I think I had the new guy look on my face, and
Standing up front, I remember.
Yeah, I was sitting up front.
I was the complex.
I wasn't scared though. That's the thing, and I think that kind of attracted them to me. I remember getting overlooked a couple times to trying to ask questions and then get called on. And Rodney was one of the first ones. Hey, next time, buddy, just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just make sure you're ready. And I remember that. I kept that with me. So I always appreciate you for that. And just, we're going to continue to resource, man, and rely on your insightfulness of this program and your keen eye to evaluate this team, man. And we appreciate you for gracing the Coach Smook Network with your presence, my brother.
Smook, I appreciate you having me. I hope you have a great day.
You too, brother. Take care and roll tide.
Take care. Take care. Roll tide.
Yes, sir. Rodney Orr, chat. Rodney Orr from the Bama Insider. I mean, the TideInsider.com. Y'all go check him out, man. Look at the diehard Auburn fan pulling up. Yes, we got one, y'all. We got us a fish. Up there in Auburn. That 4th and 31 won't happen again. But what about the other years when we beat you 52-13, 63-7? Y'all got to come to T-Town this year. But, y'all, I'm going to take a quick segment break. We're going to take a quick segment break. And then after that, we will have the phone lines open up. we will have the phone lines open up. So enjoy the beats, man. Enjoy the music real quick while we take our quick intermission break. When I come back, the phone lines will be open. We will discuss everything that you've heard from practice today, talking about post-practice interviews. We should be having some B-roll come in with the interviews. So take a break, go get your water, get you a sip, something, and enjoy, man. Enjoy. Shout out to our sponsors once again. I appreciate you all for doing what you all do, and supporting the Coach Smook Network. And with that being said, hey, we'll be right back, y'all. Did somebody say, put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man. Did somebody say, put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are
It's here. Authenticity above all. AAA family. Coach Smook. You know what it is. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Get that merch, man. Get that merch.
Get that merch, man. Get that merch. Hey, it is now time for y'all favorite segment. My favorite segment. I don't know about y'all. This is my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. I like when we do the phone call segment. So, without further ado, y'all, the phone call segment, the phone line is open. Y'all, we're gonna go fourth quarter call-in style. But this time, you're gonna get 3 minutes. You're gonna get, we're gonna do 5 minutes. We're gonna do 5 minutes. 5 minutes max. We're gonna have some conversations for your reactions to practice, what you heard. Of course, there's gonna be some more footage and things that's gonna be available for the post practice interviews and things. But this is what we're gonna, we just wanna get reactions being provided that insight from Kennington and I'm from Kenny and Rodney Orr, man. It just goes in to show you that it's kind of we're getting settled into the phases of what the season is going to look like. Not going to have much more visual coverage. Everything else is going to be kind of just what you've seen to date. And this team is getting better. I believe this team is really getting better day to day. We also look like we got some Auburn fan in here trolling. And honestly, you know, when you talk about betting and stuff, Auburn fans, I won't bet another Auburn fan. Auburn fans don't like to play their bets. But I will say this, Auburn fan, your team will probably be 4-6 this year. Or 4-8, my fault. 4-8. You might go 4-8 this year. Auburn, with your quarterback, is it what's the young man's name? Is it Peyton Thorne? Is that the guy's name? I hope you don't believe that that's going to get y'all to the promised land right there. I can't wait for. I really hope y'all are somewhat competitive this year because 69-0 or 69-3 Iron Bowl is not enjoyable. You know, it is to a certain degree, but it's not one I want to be, you know, showing up for. I watch it from the house if y'all going, because that's what I feel right now. That's what I feel right now. Auburn that trash. Yeah, he cooked. And make sure my moderators, make sure y'all not blocking the trash talk, please, y'all. What's up, Keith? How you feeling? Y'all, the phone line is now open. 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game, and I will get you on this phone line. We'll get you talking about reactions to Alabama football today. Y'all, we got a promo that we're filming today, later today. And tonight, don't forget, tonight we will be doing our episode where we come on and we review Under the Radar Recruits. Under the Radar Recruits tonight, here on the Coach Smook Network. We'll kick that off about 8:30 Central Standard Time. It's only going to be an hour show. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be structured a little bit different this time, where we're going to have, it's not going to be a lot of talk. We're just going to introduce the athletes, tell where they're from, kind of get a backstory of where to find them. Look at that film, evaluate it, go to the next one, and then we'll do some promo stuff behind it to let you all know what we got coming with the Under the Radar Recruit series that we're doing. You all, if you haven't already, go check out the Bryson Riggins Under the Radar Recruit documentary. I think it's a great piece, y'all. I think we did our thing on that one. Anybody else that can agree? As a matter of fact, we'll do a little preview of it. I'll show y'all a little preview of the video if you have not seen it yet.
What's up, AAA fam?
Go check it out.
Coach Smook back home in the city, man. We got it this morning. We're going to be going out to Russell County High School today, getting ready to do our first docu-series, Under the Radar docu-series on.
My name is Bryson Riggins. I go to Russell County High School, class of 2026. I'm 5'10", 160, and I play quarterback.
We're going to go out there. We're going to get interactive with them. Y'all going to see it, man. Jump into it. Drop a like. Drop a share on this video. And yeah, this is the very first one, so it's going to get better. Yo. We in the beginning stages of this jump, so we ain't got no full squad yet.
You know, working out helps, but when it's, you know, and not to say like it was just god awful or anything, but you know, we were just really behind the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm. And then we throw balls in the trash can, man. Throw balls in the trash can. I never forget. It was Jonathan Powell from Columbus.
Yeah.
JP Powell, a lot of folks know that name. DJ Riz, Zion Webb, and Trey Miles. And Bryce was the young kid out there. And the day he won that competition, we were just throwing balls into the trash can, Just knew he had a great deep ball accuracy, man. And it just been continuing to work on it, bro. And the connection from him and Jamar Burnett been that way since them 8 years.
That's crazy.
Bryson played with his receivers last year for 7 games, man. He threw for over 2,600 yards and 30-some touchdowns, man.
Hold on. We got to stop this. Say that again.
Played in 7 games, threw for over 2,600 yards, man, and over 30 touchdowns as a sophomore.
All right, last thing.
So that's what we're looking at, y'all. Y'all want to support the growth of that. A lot of people are starting to take a liking to that series, y'all. The more people that watch that episode, they're enjoying it. So y'all go take a moment and throughout the day, you find the time, Go watch it. We do like 25-minute episodes. I think people really enjoying it, man. I'm telling y'all, I really do. A lot of these kids, they don't get the exposure that they deserve. And if I could do anything to help or support that, I'm going to do it. So, again, 334-625-1121. If anybody want to call in, if not, I think we had a good show. If who don't have enough money for Cam? Oh yeah, you right. They don't. Hot Smook hot. Oh, what's good, Key? 334-625-1121. Again, 334-625-1121. I knew, you know what? The midday show should not be a call-in. I knew that. I said it should just be live reaction coverage because we get guys that can report to us exactly what's happening post-practice before we start doing our reaction. So, you know what? Let's do this. No call-in. We had an hour and a half worth of content here. Let's do a couple of announcements and then get on up out of here, y'all. I'm excited about what the network is doing. We don't have to do nothing extra. I think you guys got a good idea of what happened at practice today based off of the reports from Kennington and our guy Rodney. Let me pull up this Eventbrite link for y'all. One of my mods in the chat, type in the command to bring the link up. I'm gonna do this promo for the tailgate party. Y'all, this is going to be an event y'all don't want to miss. I'm actually doing promo for this today too, a recorded promo. Y'all don't want to miss this. I'm telling you right now. We got some crazy development, not crazy developments. We got some new developments with the Coach Smook Network. We're actually bringing on a talent. I'll make the official announcement this Friday. I'll be making the official announcement this Friday, but be on the lookout for this event here, the Coach Smook Tailgate Party event. I'm telling you, this is not one that you want to miss. Go to this link, eventbrite.com, for the location, type Tuscaloosa. For the event, type Coach Smook. Go purchase your tickets. There's no more general admission tickets. They're all sold out. The $55 tickets. The VIP with your custom shirt, they're $90. VIP with regular shirt is $75. All right? Those are the two tickets that's available. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, man. I really feel like this is going to be the event to pop off what this network is and what we're known for as far as our outside events. I really do. It's going to be a great mixture of crowds there. I can't wait to get to it. Shout out to my moderators in the chat, Dwight, everybody doing their thing. Who else is here? All my moderators. Bino, I saw you in here. Who else, man? Carla, I seen you in here. Yeah, I seen you in here. What's up, Todd? Look, 5 in a row incoming facts. Tell them I don't think they realize that they've really lost, like, they lose multiple in a row. It's never back and forth. It's always we win 3 and then they win 1, you know? But y'all take it easy today, man. I really appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe to all of our socials. The midday shows throughout the week during practice, they won't be long shows. So don't come in expecting, a whole bunch of different stuff. We want to get reactions from practice. We want to get insight and provide our insight. Today was great. Shout out to Rodney again and shout out to Kenny for providing their insight. And with that being said, I'm your boy Coach Smook, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one because we got some energy tonight. Under the radar recruits. Be ready to support those guys. We got 5 guys. Check out my Twitter. You'll see the 5 guys that we'll be featuring on tonight's show. But until then, you all be blessed. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm Coach Smook. Love is everything. Y'all be easy.